Our hearts and minds, thoughts and prayers are with the people of Orlando, the family of those shot and killed and injured, and additionally, the shooter. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am All Hunter Jr., the truth and not a rumor. And this is the Surround Sound Podcast, brought to you by Healthy Junk Food. The fan page is up and running. Just search Surround Sound Podcast, or you can put in the toolbox, facebook.com/Surround Sound Podcast. We just had a stellar time on Facebook Live. Had a lot of people, chiming in, saying hello, getting accustomed to the Surround Sound Podcast being on Facebook Live. I'm calling it the starting lineup. Gonna get a dose of that pimping as far as what we're gonna be talking about. And then at the end of the show, we're gonna come back. It's called Overtime. And Overtime is when we talk about what happened during the show, little anecdotes, little funny things that I've seen maybe during the day or during the week or whatever. Maybe some things, some nuggets to talk about also. So make sure you stay tuned to the Surround Sound Podcast, in all different ways. And then also, you can reach me on Twitter at All Hunter Jr. Make sure you spell out Junior. You can also, we're on Instagram, just search for Surround Sound Podcast all together. What else? YouTube. Where you listening to this to? Hit the subscribe button, and if you somehow, heard this and you were not on YouTube, just go back to YouTube and search Surround Sound Podcast. Happy Juneteenth to everyone. Happy African American Appreciation Music Month. Also, what else? Woo! This is going to be a Power Pack show. Next week, before I even forget, my guy, Los the Scholar. And when I say he's an artist, first of all. And when I say an artist, he's an artist in every sense of the word. So, and then he has this movement that he started, man. It's called the Art and Soul Society.com. So make sure you go, and we're going to, just talk about what's been going on with him. He's an old classmate. We from the same hood. Make sure you keep up with us. It's good things happening in June. And also, my homegirl, my colleague, the Capo Bella herself, Miss Patrice Lashay. We're going to have her on today. And we're going to be talking about the happenings in Orlando. Also, she's actually stationed, well, I won't say stationed, but she's working out of Louisville right now. And she's going to give us the mood, the sentiment of the city, over this past weekend in Muhammad Ali's funeral, and what it means to the city, what it means to a family that she ran into, and, some nice things to think about. We got the 44 plus one more coming up. We're going to talk about the 4 hottest things, and then we're going to give you that one more. We'll see y'all in a minute. Surround Sound Podcast.
I've been working so hard, yeah. 7 days a week, I've been working hard. Now I deserve the flows down the boulevard. Gosh, your traffic top is such a pretty day. Ladies everywhere, they coming out to play. Don't worry about what's in my cup. Nickel well for me, everybody screwed up. I'm super clean, just let the car run. I might have to turn it back around, 'cause I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, spilling drink, messing up my wood grain. I keep spilling drink, messing up my wood grain. Oh yeah. I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, spilling drink, messing up my wood grain. I keep spilling drink, messing up my wood grain. Oh no, oh no.
I'm finishing the block down, top down, ride chrome. Pink shit in my styrofoam. Any man can be killed, but these twin 40 cars I got, say I better won't die alone. I still ride Cadillac in the name of Pimp. Flying with a hammer and a thing to whip. Bitch ain't fucking, she got to go. Should've known that before she came in here. I keep counting all in my neck. Wood all in my wheel. The broke nigga, you ain't talking no chick. If you ain't talking no meal, he's so cold, he's so cold, he's so pie, he's so pie. Yo, big gon' chew right there, yo, pay nigga, he's so lame. Anyway, I got drink dripping all on the wheel, I'm steering. Niggas hang but my jury so loud, can't hear it. Nope, I been getting money, nigga just now getting shit I bought brand new 2 years ago. I got drink pulled up in the Stingray bed, painted matte black, you ain't seen that yet. Hey, anybody getting money, get a soda pour a 4 and kill it. Just don't spill it. Drink.
I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, messing up my wood grain. I keep spilling drink, messing up my wood grain. Oh yeah. I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, messing up my wood grain. I keep spilling drink, messing up my wood grain. Oh no, oh no.
Diamond in the backwood, grain make them hold up. Slow up, poke up with the fofo. Slapping in a ham, say man, call it cold cut. I got that kind of bait that might just shake your hoe up. Swole up, real make it hard for me to roll up. Look, wheeling it like I gotta throw up. On the curve, no stain when I showed up. Elbow poke died like a sinner, got a post up, ghost up. Kill up, rubber, minus sober, ghost up. Eyes up below it, I'm focused on my okra. And perpetrating instigator, try to put the fucking meat on my shoulders. No look, niggas turn big when they close up. You was with your bitch and I broke her. Even though you were cuffing, rubber dubby, super simping, pulling on a choker, nigga. My piece cut, shake judge trunk with a pole in the middle, make a whole plate flip. No AC on a hot summer day, I'm as cold as the one. UGK in my dash, coming down but don't crash. On the scene acting bad.
Screwed up in my plate.
Now my styrofoam keep tipping, trying to hold it steady while I'm sipping. See the money been made already, man, so a nigga ain't really tripping. Plus I'm leaning. I just pulled a deuce up and I'm leaning. Now let me say it again. Now my styrofoam keep ticking, I'm trying to hold it steady while I'm sipping. See the money been made already, man, so a nigga ain't really tripping. Plus I'm leaning. I just pulled a deuce up and I'm leaning. Hey. I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, messing up my wood grain. I keep spilling drink, messing up my wood grain. Oh yeah. I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, I keep spilling drink, messing up my wood grain. I keep spilling drink, messing up my wood grain. Oh no. I keep spilling drink. Yeah.
Welcome back. I'm R. Hunter Jr., the truth and not a rumor. This is the Surround Sound Podcast. Funky 4 plus one more time. NHL, Lord Stanley's Cup is in Pittsburgh. Those Penguins, led by Sid the Kid, those guys won 4-2 against the San Jose Sharks. Stellar series. This is one of the best, I would say this is one of the best series to not go 7 games, but it was very action-packed. It was drama. They had 2 games that went into overtime. One won by the Penguins and one won by the Sharks. So it was just a great game. You know, they had like 2 games that were decided by 1 point. So this was one for the record books. We're gonna remember the 2016 NHL Stanley Cup Finals as one of the better ones. Next year, Nashville Preds, that could have been you. You guys lost to the San Jose Sharks. Well, we lost to the San Jose Sharks, so that could have been us. What could have been? Moving, also, Gordie Howe. They call Wayne Gretzky the Great One. And Wayne Gretzky wears 99. Well, he got the thought to even do it from Gordie Howe. I saw a highlight of Gordie Howe. Now, this is when he was about 50. He retired at the age of 50 now. He was about 50. And it was a backhanded goal from the circle. First of all, I've never seen anybody do a backhanded goal that wasn't almost in the crease. And for this dude to do a backhanded goal from the circle where they drop the puck on, if it's an icing call, I was blown away. So if I would have saw him in his heyday, in his prime, it really would have been crazy. Lastly, it looks like an expansion team will be coming to Las Vegas. That'll be the first major sports franchise to be in the Las Vegas area. We're going to see how that, and it still has to go to vote, so we're going to see if that comes to fruition. Major League Baseball time. Always cover 4 teams: the Cubs, the White Sox, the Tigers, and the Atlanta Braves. We're going to start with the Cubs, 43-19, still the best in the bigs. Chris Bryant, 15 home runs, leading the team. Ben Zobrist, a batting average of .319, is leading the team. Anthony Rizzo, 47 RBIs. We always talk about the pitchers, but big ups to those hitters doing big things. White Sox, 32-32, 4th place in the AL Central. After a hot start, they're just playing average baseball now. 2nd place in the AL Central, behind Cleveland, Detroit Tigers. Actually, 3-game winning streak, 33-30. And then I got the hat on, but I don't know why. The Atlanta Braves. Woo, boy. PU. They won 2 games this week, though. Look on the bright side. They were 16-41 last week. Now they're 18-45 and losers of 3 in a row. Hey, you look at it how you want to look at it. Big shouts out to my guy, Blue. Avid baseball fan. Loves those Atlanta Braves. NASCAR time. Joey Logano. I think Joey Logano like 26 years old. He seems like he's been running. He's been doing this forever, but he's only 26 years old. I think he started when he was like 18, so yeah, almost 10 years in it. Well, he wins this past weekend. The next race will be the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series at Sonoma. I almost forgot. Joey Logano, he won the Michigan 400. All right. I got that one right. In golf news, Daniel Berger won the FedEx St. Jude Classic. Next up is the Quicken Loans National in Bethesda, Maryland. And right now on the Surround Sound podcast, we have a very, very special friend of mine and colleague, Miss Bella Capo herself, Patrice Lashay. How you doing, Patrice?
How you doing, Pepper?
I'm good, young lady. It's so good to finally get you on the show. So with so much happening, and I know that you're based out of the Louisville area. Just starting off, man, like I guess I'm trying to quantify what the Muhammad Ali experience in Louisville was this past weekend.
Well, I mean, actually, considering the amount of crime that's going on in my city right now, it's like comparable to a mini Chicago, actually, as being comparing it to like a mini Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
It was like amazing to see people from all walks of life unifying peacefully.
Yes.
To pay their respects to the late great Muhammad Ali.
That's super dope. And one crazy thing about it is, it seems like he has the Michael Jackson effect. And when I say the Michael Jackson effect, it's kids, and for that matter, the Michael Jordan effect. It's kids that before his death wanted to meet Michael Jackson. And it's like, dude, it's like what Dave Chappelle said. It's like, dude, you ain't see Thriller? Why in the world you want to go meet Michael Jackson? And you about to, you know what I'm saying, Make-A-Wish Foundation, and you might actually die like the next day. You should want to go see, I don't know, Barney or something like that.
Right. And I mean, and it's funny that you say that because, like, there's news footage of children, 3 and 4 years old, walking down the street on Muhammad Ali Boulevard in Louisville, shouting, Ali, Ali, Ali. And that, I was taken aback, especially considering how this generation leans towards technology and pop culture.
Right.
Like, that was something amazing to see, how these kids knew who the hometown hero was.
That's something definitely to be said about that. Did you get a chance to, I don't know, did you run into any family people, like families on the boulevards? Because I know I got one of your pictures off of Instagram where you actually took a shot of everybody like at the KFC Yum Center. Like, who did you run into? I know you had to run into a lot of people.
During the processional, I was on Chestnut Street, and that's the street where Central High School, the Louisville Central High School, sits, and that is Muhammad Ali's alma mater. And I actually ran into what I thought was a little bit of a reunion, but I came to find out that it was an aunt, one of her nephews, and one of her great-nephews. And they were there just to, pay their respects to Muhammad Ali. And I was able to speak with them briefly. And
what did What was some? I know some good nuggets right there from 3 different age groups. What was the word?
Yeah, I mean, I got the opportunity to talk to Miss Leslie Wright. This woman looked all of 46, 47 years old, and she told me she was 70-plus years old, and she was a classmate of Mr. Ali's, and she said, being a classmate of him and seeing him emerge as somebody who she saw in the hallways of Central High School to a world-renowned athlete and an outspoken activist and advocate of blacks in this country, it was kind of like a source of pride for her, simply because that being from a small city on the that lays on the Mason-Dixon line, it didn't stop him from saying what a lot of us in the African-American community are scared to say out of fear, even to this day.
That's incredible. That is incredible.
Yes.
What about the other 2, the nephew and the great nephew? What they have?
The nephew, Michael Falk, he told me he was 26 years old. He also was a graduate of Central High School. And he said, even though he didn't see Mr. Ali walking the halls of Central High School like his aunt did, his legacy was still instilled in them there. And he was like, it just made me aware of my potential to be great and to do great things despite where he's from, the color of his skin, his different views and opinions about things going on in the world versus the norm. He said Muhammad Ali basically was an inspiration to us all, and he was honored to be able to be amongst the people who were there to make history and, more importantly, to pay their respects.
That's incredibly dope. That's incredibly dope. And lastly, the little kid.
He was Jakai Slow. He was 10 years old, and he more or less just it was almost like he summed up everything that his great aunt and his, I believe, uncle was saying. And he said basically that Muhammad Ali was the best boxer in the world. And he was born in the same place that he was. So he knows that he can be the best at whatever he plans on doing when he grows up, too.
That's cool how Muhammad Ali's spirit and legacy will really live on forever. That's super dope. But while I got you on the phone, in a turn of events that was so the irony of this happening directly after Muhammad Ali's funeral on Friday and happening, Saturday night, early Sunday morning. And I know we've talked countless number of times. You have some, you have some ties to Orlando. What do you feel about the shooting in Orlando that happened on Saturday?
Oh, it was definitely a tragedy and ridiculous, unnecessary thing that happened. I mean, it's rocking the nation right now. But I do want to add, though, while we are remembering those that lost their lives at Pulse nightclub during the shooting, let's not forget about the lives lost in the 1866 Memphis Massacre, Rosewood in Florida, the East St. Louis riot, among all the other mass murders that have happened in this country, that were solely fueled by differences.
Hatred. That's real. Evil.
Yeah. So this is shaking the world because of how it affected the LGBT community. But we also have to look at from different standpoints and backgrounds and just kind of apply the way we handle we're handling this situation as a nation, to kind of be considerate of those things too.
Thank you so much, Patrice Lashay. Bella Capo, you got me smiling from ear to ear, baby girl.
Oh, it's an honor. It's an honor, as always.
Once again, that was my good friend and colleague, Miss Patrice Lashay, on assignment in Louisville. Make sure you stay tuned. We got more with the Surround Sound Podcast coming up next.
It's what y'all all been waiting for, ain't it? What people pay paper for, damn it. They can't stain it, they want something new. So let's get reacquainted. Became the hood favorite, I can't even explain it. I surprised myself too. Life of a dawn, lights keep glowing. Coming in the club with that fresh shit on, with something crazy on my arm. And here's another hit, Barry Bonds. We outta here, baby. We outta here, baby. We outta here, baby. Dude, fresh off the plane, Konichiwa, bitches turn around another plane. My passport on pivot, asked for it, I did it. That asshole done did it. Talked it, then he lived it, spit it, then he shit it. I don't need right tears, I might bounce ideas, but only I could come up with some shit like this. I done played the underdog my whole career. I've been a very good sport, haven't I, this year? They say going crazy, and we seen this before, but I'm doing pretty good as far as geniuses go, and I'm doing pretty hood in my pink polo. Nigga, please, how you gonna say I ain't no low head? Cause my Dior got me my dough head. I'm insulted, you should go ahead and bow so hard till your knees hit your forehead. And the flow just hit cold red. Top 5 MCs, you ain't gotta remind me. Top 5 MCs, you gotta rewind me. I'm high up on the line, you could get behind me, but my head's so big you can't sit behind me. Life of a dawn, lights keep glowing. Coming in the club with that fresh shit on, with something crazy on my arm. And here's another hit, baby Bonds.
Yeah, we outta here, baby. Well, we outta here, baby. Hey, Mr. West, we so outta here, baby. And me, I'm Mr. Weezy, baby. Yeah, I'm so bright, not shady. My tea and my ice so white like shady. Ice in my teeth so refrigerated. I'm so fucking good like I'm sleeping with Megan. I'm all about my Franklins, Lincolns, and Reagans. Whenever they make them, I shall hate them. Oops, I meant have them. I'm so crazy, but if you play crazy, you be sleeping with daisies. I'm such a havoc, oops, I meant havoc. And my drink still pinker than the Easter rabbit. And I'm still cold like Keisha's family. Stove on my waist, turn beef to patties. And I ate it, cause I'm so at it. And I don't front and I don't go backwards. And I don't practice and I don't lack shit. And you can get married, suck my back, bitch.
We outta here, baby. We outta here, baby. We outta here, baby.
Swag at 100 and climbing, baby. Yeah, life of a dawn, lights keep glowing. Coming in the club with that fresh shit on, with something crazy on my arm. And here's another hit, Barry Bonds.
Welcome back, Surround Sound Podcast. I am All Hunter Jr., the truth and not a rumor. That was Kanye West and Lil Wayne. We're going to talk about both of those dudes in just a little bit. First, celebrity birthdays and sports birthdays, anniversaries, and deaths. First up, Che Guevara. If you don't know who Che Guevara is, I'm telling you right now, what you need to do is you need to hit pause on this. No, don't hit pause on this. Listen to this all the way through. Then you go to your Google box or Yahoo or whatever search engine that you use, a Bing, and you type in CHE space GUEVARA. Che Guevara. You need to know about him. Donald Trump, his birthday this week. Ice Cube and MC Ren's birthday. I could just imagine back in the late 80s and early 90s, both of these dudes' birthdays, they probably just had a birthday party that was super epic. Doogie Howser, MD, yes, Mr. Neil Patrick Harris is his birthday. Courtney Cox from Friends fame. It's mighty funny. Friends reminds me of Living Single. It's just, okay. Steffi Graf, very famous tennis player from Germany. Sammy Watkins, receiver of the Bills. Faison Love, very talented comedian. Actually, he's a big worm. Speaking of Ice Cube, he's a big worm from Friday. Marla Gibbs, she played in 227, and she was on The Jeffersons. Yes. And Northwest turned 2. Love the segue.
That nigga Beans, that ain't no like studio rapper, man. I'm not beefing with Beans, man. That nigga don't give a fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, nigga, I'm not gay. Nigga, don't come at me on none of that shit. Don't fucking disrespect me. I respect where he coming from. You know what I'm saying? I respect Beans gangster. I'm not gangster, but I'm not gay either.
That must be the funniest audio of all times concerning Kanye West. Even funnier than when he interrupted Taylor Swift, funnier than when he was with Mike Myers and he said George Bush don't like black people. That right there was in his early years. He's talking about Beanie Siegel, and Beanie Siegel must have, you know what I'm saying, talking crazy or something like that. But anyway, Kanye West has come a long way, man. I'm not going to put any jurisdiction on it, whether it's good or bad. He's had some hiccups. He's had some things, some turmoil. However, once again, he stood the test of time, and he's still relevant in hip-hop circles. Ellen DeGeneres said, I don't never know what Kanye West is going to say. Ellen, join the fan club. Get in line. We don't know what he's going to say either. I mean, I've been literally listening to Kanye for over 10 years, and he still shocks the bejeebers out of me. You know, he's got his clothing line out. Apparently, it's making money. However, the clothes, you could go to your local veteran of the streets and just exchange clothes with him. And I mean, hey, it looked the same. You know, it looks just like a person that lives on the streets clothing. I'm not lying. I'm not alone in this. Anyway, he has an album out. It's called The Life of Pablo, and he's taking it on tour, 35-city tour. It will stop here in Nashville at the Bridgestone Arena September 24th. Big shouts out to Kanye, man. He has endured a lot. His mother, which was just his rock, just like a lot of us. His mother passed away due to complications in surgery. And that's a seminal moment in his life to me. Everything after, and I think the first album after that was Heartbreaks and 808s. That album was very dark. It was expected what it would be after a major part of your life is no longer with you. However, everything since then, it really hadn't been on the tip that it was with Jesus Walks and other songs of that caliber, you know, even Barry Bonds. I mean, it's been different. It's been different, you know. So, hey, but still, regardless, hey, you can evolve as a person. I'm not downing them at all. I say kudos to Kanye. You keep doing what you do, yo. Big shouts out from the Surround Sound Podcast. We want to have you on as a guest. Come on in. Anyway, next up, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, put the syrup down, buddy. I'm going to tell you right now, no more syrup, and don't ever cough. If you cough again, you take a Halls. You do not drink any more cough syrup because you're taking this promethazine thing to the nth degree. Kanye West. Lil Wayne was on a plane. He had to descend in Nebraska and go to the doctor, hospital, get checked out. They released him. Everything is cool right now. But the last time a famous hip-hop / black musician artist was on a plane and had to land early or have an emergency landing, things didn't go so well. And I'm talking about Prince. Anyway, you can read more about that on the Surround Sound fan page. Go there, like the fan page, and you'll see a whole lot of other stuff too. Lastly, Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is leaving Los Angeles. He's leaving the glitz and the glamour, and he's moving to my old stomping grounds, Memphis, Tennessee. I was like, he must have an affinity for barbecue. He must want to go on Beale Street or something. Anyway, Bruce Willis has said, I am just tired of the LA lifestyle. And I feel like at this point in my life, I'd rather just live in a place full of real, genuine people. I've been to Memphis, Tennessee a couple of times over the years, and the people are real. They're genuine. And yet every community has its problems, but the people there are good, decent people, and they care about their community. Those are the things I find most important in deciding where to live, Willis told my source. Anyway, we'll be back in a minute. I'm feeling dirty southish. Let's go down 85. Yeah. We'll see y'all in a minute. Surround Sound Podcast, baby.
I can make you put your phone down. 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 can make you put your phone down. I can make you put your phone down. I can make you put your phone down. And we cruise through the city. I can make you put your phone down. You ain't gon' text no one when you with me. I can make you put your phone down.
Oh yeah, baby, sucking clit while you rubbing on my head, baby. As it leaks down your thigh, oh God, you're going crazy. Shot you at the doggy, no rabies. Won't come until you do, I'm so waiting. But this feeling inside me is impatient. Yeah, I'ma let loose, you keep doing that shit. Put you all out of business where you moving that. You pass rough, you had a thing for them bitch niggas. Now you hitting goals with a rich niggas. Getting lit, flipping hoes with a rich nigga. Lick quicker, dick thicker. As my ex thought, public enemy, that's why I wear a vest for. Ashley, who is plug on the west coast. Shit. Let me be real, it's go time once I pop this pill, bitch.
I can make you put your phone down. 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 Cruise through the city. I can make you put your phone down. You ain't gon' text no one when you with me. I can make you put your phone down.
Snapchat me that, yeah, that be that. But my girl check my phone, but not DMs. Look. Broadcast me that, yeah, that be that. But my girl check my phone, but not DMs. Blue moon, yeah. Who the fuck is this? Hitting me at 10:56 in the evening on a weekday, yeah. Bitch, is you crazy? You was just a layer, now you got me with my lady. Yeah, baby, that was just an old friend. By the time she started sighing, say, look, here we go again. Here we go again. Once she learned that password, me and her was past tense. Hate a long talk, love a long text. Good conversation, got better sex. Let me illustrate you, baby, and taste your finesse. Got me inbox, I ain't messaged you yet. Yeah, Jane.
I can make you put your phone down.
And then we go.
I can make you put your phone down. 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 And we cruise through the city.
Welcome back, Surround Sound Podcast. I'm R. Hunter Jr., the truth and not a rumor. Basketball 101 time. We're going to get to the NBA Finals in just a minute. But first of all, Buddy Hield. They say Ben Simmons and Brandon Ingram are expected to be the top two picks in this month's NBA draft. Well, there's this guy that won this little award called the Naismith National Player of the Year. His name is Buddy Hield from Oklahoma. This dude had a pre-draft workout with the Boston Celtics. He shot 100 3-pointers. Out of 100, guess how many he hit? 50 is serviceable. That's awesome to hit 50, go 50% on 3-pointers. 75% is even that's crazy. So out of every 4 shots you had at least one. This dude hit 85 out of 100. First of all, I don't even think I could shoot 100 3-point shots in one sitting. That's ridiculous in itself. But this dude hit 85 of them. By the time I get to 50, it's like, I'm getting that burn, baby. Anyway, on to the finals. The Warriors hold a 3-2 lead coming off a Game 5 loss. Game 6 will be Thursday in Cleveland. Going to see can the Cavaliers push this to Game 7. In Game 5, Draymond Green, if you've been keeping up with the Surround Sound Podcast fan page, Draymond Green was suspended. And rightfully so. Let's not get it twisted. Everybody has this thought process that LeBron went crying to Adam Silverman, and that couldn't. That quite possibly could have happened. But at the same time, I'm sure he's probably tried to do that tactic before if that's something that you believe, and it hadn't worked. Well, Draymond Green not only punched him in the nads, being LeBron James, but he also kicked somebody else. So you've done this twice in the playoffs. Yes, this flagrant one time. Yes, we gave you a slap on, well, not even a slap on the wrist. We gave you a chance the first go round in the Oklahoma City series. Now we need to take some action, and it just happened to be at a major point. But I can't fault the NBA for stepping in right there. But there are three main things when I look at this series are determining factors on where it is right now. And first of all, it's the play of LeBron James. When I say he has been stellar, he has been a gem. It's crazy because everybody wants him to do more. The dude has almost had a triple-double every game. He will come literally within 2 or 3 rebounds or 2 or 3 assists of getting a triple-double every freaking game. What more can this dude do? In Game 4, he purposely didn't score any in the first quarter. And the Cavaliers were up. They eventually lost the game, but hey, that's all the part of what I'm saying. Like, they need people to step up worse than I digress. I'll say this about Game 5. Kyrie was big. He was awesome. And then the other little marginal players did very well. Kevin Love, he still seems like he's like out of it a little bit, like he's a little loopy. He's not playing at all where he was playing in Game 1 and 2 and coming off that concussion type of injury that he had. I definitely understand. We're going to see if LeBron can do enough. You know, Kyrie scored 41. J.R. Smith, I don't know what goes through his head sometime. Some of the other players definitely need Kevin Love, definitely need Amon Shumpert. I don't know if they're going to have to bring Mozgov and Mo Williams back. But, I mean, Mo Williams basically, he's an offensive threat, but he's liable on the defensive end. That's why they still rocking with Dellavedova. And I definitely understand Tyronn Lue for doing that. Because you really need to stop them from scoring more, I will say more than you need to score yourself. Moving on, number 2. And speaking of stopping them from scoring, the defense of Steph Curry. For him to be the MVP, 2-time, back-to-back, and this year unanimous, and has led his team to more wins than any other team in NBA history. For him to be playing as, what's a good word for it? I'll just say he's been playing subpar. For him to be playing like this and them still be winning, all that noise, and I'm just going to call it noise. I'm going to call it like it is. All that noise that LeBron James has been getting, I don't see why it's not coming on the shoulders of the babyface assassin, Mr. Steph Curry. A lot of people, and that leads me to my third topic. A lot of people, a lot of teammates have been saving his rear end. Namely Klay, although Klay is not on the bench. But that bench has been doing stellar work. The whole bench should get the MVP of the finals. I'm talking about, and I'm not even going to touch on Draymond Green. I mean, he's been playing exceptional also. And him and Klay just been playing exceptional ball as starters. But Barbosa, Spates, these guys, I mean, along with Iguodala, they just been playing stellar basketball, and then somehow got them at a 3-2 advantage, and actually, Game 5, they had a chance to win it on their home court in Oakland. Anyway, we'll see what transpires Thursday, Game 6 in Cleveland. I think the Cavs are going to push it to 7. I've been thinking this all along, that it was going to go 6 or 7, and the Cavs would win it. We're going to see. Next week, you'll know. I'm R. Hunter Jr., Surround Sound Podcast. We'll be back with the sign of the times. What is being tolerant? See y'all in a minute.
I keep telling myself, man, I'm living the good life. Can you play all right? Come on. I keep telling myself, man, I'm living the good life.
on top of the world. I'm on top of the world now. I'm on top of the world, shout. I was born into poverty, raised in the sewer. Streets will always be a part of me, they made me the truest. And even when my days when the blues, never ran from adversity, instead I ran to it. Fear ain't in the heart of me, I learned just do it. You get courage from your fears right after you go through it. Now I come through in the coupe on 22s. That ain't bad for a nigga who ain't even finished school. Don't get me wrong, I ain't never been a fool. I just put off graduating for a pair of tennis shoes. I used to use the beats to paint my pain, but nowadays, man, I can't complain. I got several automobiles and they all on the thing. Several solitaires and they all in one chain. And you should see me in the mall, I'm the same. And getting brains from a couple bras on the plane. Hey, I keep telling myself, man, I'm living the good life. I can't lie, alright. I keep telling myself, man, I'm living the good life. Hey, where we at? On top of the world. I'm on top of the world now. I'm on top of the world, shout. I come from Chi-Town, lost and found in the struggle, where dudes say stay safe and stay out of trouble. Speakers muffled, the law and BMs try to cuff you. Those with duffels move weight and have muscle. I dug through the dirt with a verse for the people. Open it for Daddy Kane and Easy at the Rego. The radio barely put they needles on my record. They ain't see how the hood and heaven were connected. Cells projected, ain't show how effective. Lessons learned, sessions turned to life reflected. And everything I found real in life, yo, I kept it. They say life's a teacher, you're gonna get tested. When a nigga changed, they kept saying that nigga strange. They couldn't see, had my mind on bigger things. Ahead of my time, now I'm caught up with the game. Making good music, making paper, making change, and it's good. I keep telling myself, man, I'm living the good life. I can't lie, alright. I keep telling myself, man, I'm living the good life. Hey, where we at? Yo, I'm on top of the world now. Yo. I'm on top of the world, shout. Gasoline draws on, stood in the fire. With enough heat to set the hood on fire. Man, you niggas think Suge was off the wire. You should've seen the squad before I had Messiah. When we assumed the title as the #1 supplier. Felt like I was selling blows since I was in diapers. And we wish the nigga would come try us. We were cool with the killers, best friends with the lifers. Quick to upper strap if a nigga wanna deny us. So what we considered then a lucrative empire. But like that, pimpin' time flash by you. Now I wonder what the judge think as he read my priors. Cause prisons ain't full and the reaper ain't biased. Anybody tell you difference a damn liar. I gave the jail hell, shot birds at the hearse. Live through the worst and reverse the curse. Hey, I keep telling myself, man, I'm living the good life. I can't lie, alright. I keep telling myself, man, I'm living the good life. Hey, where we at? Yo, I'm on top of the world now. Yo, I'm on top of the world, shout it.
Welcome back. This is All 100 Jr., Truth and Not a Rumor, Surround Sound Podcast. This is our last segment of the day. I like to call it Sign of the Times. As you can hear in the background, it's a play off the Prince song where he describes many different things, factors that are going on in the 80s. I juggled with this. I so many different thoughts that went through my head and so many different things I wanted to touch on and talk about. Well, the title of this one, the theme of this Sign of the Times is what is tolerance? Additionally, what does it mean or what is being tolerant? This is where I'll start off. There was a picture of a rap group. It's two guys. The name of the group is Ray Shremmer. If you listen to this podcast, I always talk about Ray Shremmer. I think they're going to be one of the greatest duos. I think they're going to honestly be, to this generation, what Outkast, what UGK, 8Ball, and MJG was to those 80s and 90s babies. I think they're going to do it. Now, in the picture, of these two young men. One has his back to the other, and it's like they're perpendicular. They're perpendicular to each other. They got their shirt off. One young man has his tongue out, and the other one is just looking at the camera. I was in a group, and this is a great sports and entertainment and hip hop and music group. These people really know a lot that they're talking about. I honestly, for it to be just a Facebook group, I dig some of these people. They're cool. They seem like they'd be cool in real life. Well, I won't say in real life, because contrary to popular opinion, social media is real. A lot of the things might be lies that they're talking about, but it's a real lie. Don't get it twisted. You can put some stuff out, and the police will come and pick you up. They will not take you to an imaginary jail. If you say the wrong thing, it will be known. You won't get that job. That's another tangent for another day. But in this Facebook group that I respect so much, they were saying some things that I just didn't. I'm like, they were saying basically that, and this is not just them, and it's not at a detriment to them, because I'm sure a lot of other people would say the same thing. But they were saying that the dudes were suspect. They were saying, are these dudes gay? And I think Young Thug had something. He said something about it. I didn't even look to see what Young Thug would say, because Young Thug, he says a lot of wild stuff. So that may have led to it. But regardless, just looking at the picture, I tried to think where they could be coming from, because I'm a fan of them. And if you've listened to their music, more than likely they're not gay. However, if they are, you can't tell through the music. Now, if they do something else, then, hey, that's what you do. But it made me think to where society is today. We are so hypersensitive to what is gay, what is transgender, what is lesbian, what is bisexual. We're so hyper sensitive to the thought that someone may think that we are gay, that we can't even have a friend that is. We're so hyper sensitive to the thought that someone will mistake us for, that we can't even have a conversation. And these two cats are brothers. How many of us have taken a bath when we were little kids with someone that was our cousin or a brother or sister if they were that close in age? And you mean to tell me I can't take a picture with my brother with my shirt off and not be considered gay? It made me wonder, once again, what is being tolerant? Then I saw something with Lil Bow Wow. Well, he's not little anymore. He's regular sized Bow Wow. He's grown man Bow Wow. And he talked about a lot of different things. Him and JD, how they fell out. He talked about him and Tip and how Tip helped to write an album, and the album went gold, and it was big for him because he had just left Jermaine Dupri. And then he said he lost his virginity. That's not a huge thing. But he lost his virginity to a chick that was like, he was 15 at the time. He lost his virginity to a chick that was like 3 or 4 years older than him. And the chick is well known because she's like a video model. So in my head, I'm like, okay, this chick had sex with this dude to further her career. But she was only 3 or 4 years older than him. But still, could she possibly have taken advantage of him? And in my head and in my brain, I keep going to these so many occurrences now, female teachers and male teachers having sex with students and using that leverage on them to get what they want out of somebody. And it makes me think, what is tolerance? Then I think about the Orlando shooting. And Senator of Florida, Marco Rubio, said something that was very poignant on Saturday. He said, and I quote, The shooting could have happened anywhere, but it was Orlando's turn. Wow. To say that it was Orlando's turn, to say that this type of actions, these type of actions, is just a Russian roulette. It'll happen. You know, it's like pulling a number. It's like pulling straws. To say that was kind of cryptic to me. It hurt my heart a little bit. So after all those three stories, what is tolerance? Is tolerance accepting people for who they are? Or is tolerance letting people be able to kill at will? United States, we got to get this tolerance thing under control because we're losing people at a rapid rate. Once again, this is the Surround Sound Podcast. I am R. Hunter Jr. Make sure you go by the fan page, like us. Make sure you go to the YouTube page, subscribe to us, Instagram, follow us. Hit me up on Twitter at R. Hunter Jr. Spell out Jr. This has been a great show. Thanks to Patrice Lashay. Thanks to everybody on Facebook Live. I'm about to get back on now and tell y'all how the show went. We got a lot of little interesting memes and things of stuff that happened. What else? For Troy, for myself, this is the Surround Sound Podcast sponsored by Healthy Junk Food. We'll see y'all next week, yo.